This is the story how the Legion of Mary started at San Juan Nepomuceno. We will learn what parishes are involved in establishing the Presidia of Legion of Mary here in Malibay, who their first presidents are, and who are those legionaries who became part of the higher councils. This timeline shows the important milestones of the Legion of Mary. San Roque Parish, San Juan Nepomuceno Parish are the important churches in the Legion of Mary here in Malibay. These are the 7 presidia of the Legion of Mary, San Juan Nepomuceno Parish. In 1953, there was a small chapel in Malibay, which was part of the San Roque Parish in Cabrera. Sister Anita Reyes organized the first Legion of Mary in Malibay but was unsuccessful in recruiting members. The Legionary Extension worker, Carmen Ordiales, and others from San Roque Parish successfully founded the Junior Presidium. This is Sister Carmen Ordiales, Legionary Extension worker from the Presidium of Stella Maris, San Roque Parish. Those times, the first Junior Presidium of Our Lady of Fatima was organized. Brother Bernardo Matute Jr. was the first president of Our Lady of Fatima, which was still under the San Roque Parish. This is Brother Bernardo Matute Jr., Our Lady of Fatima. On June 15, 1965, the parish of San Juan Nepomuceno was formally proclaimed at Clemente Jose Street, Malibay, Pasay City. Then, on September 12, 1965, the first senior presidia of Regina Coeli was established under San Juan Nepomuceno Parish. Since Regina Coeli was already used by the higher council, the presidium name was changed to Queen of Heaven. The first president of Queen of Heaven was Brother Pio Esteban. This is Brother Pio Esteban, Queen of Heaven. 21 years after the founding of Queen of Heaven, it branched out into another senior presidium. On July 6, 1986, the Queen of Apostles was established. The first president of Queen of Apostles was Sister Vilma Magsino Soriano. This is Sister Vilma Magsino Soriano, Queen of Apostles. 5 years after the founding of Queen of Apostles, the Queen of Heaven branched out again into another senior presidium. On November 17, 1991, the Queen of All Saints was established. The first president of Queen of All Saints was Brother John Mendoza Valenzuela. This is Brother John Mendoza Valenzuela, Queen of All Saints. 2 years after the founding of Queen of All Saints, it branched out into another senior presidium. Somewhere in 1993, the Regina Sacratissimi Rosary was established. The first president of Regina Sacratissimi Rosary was Brother Celestino Isidro. This is Brother Celestino Isidro, Regina Sacratissimi Rosary. 3 years after the founding of Regina Sacratissimi Rosary, the Queen of All Saints branched out again into another senior presidium. Somewhere in 1996, Mary Tower of David was established. The first president of Mary Tower of David was Brother Gerardo Muyot. This is Brother Gerardo Muyot, Tower of David. With the influx of Bosconians, Don Bosco students, seeking parish involvement, the Legion of Mary's population grew. This led to the branching out of Presidia. 9 years after the founding of Mary Tower of David, the Queen of Apostles branched out into another senior presidium. On October 2005, the Queen of the Most Holy Rosary was established. Since the name was already used by a presidium in Villamor, Pasay City, the name was changed instead to Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario. The first president of Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario was Sister Arlene Cruzada. This is Arlene Cruzado Quinto, Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario. 1 month after the founding of Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario, Mary Tower of David branched out into another senior presidium. On November 6, 2005, Mary Help of Christian was established. The first president of Mary Help of Christian was Brother Makel Marcos. This is Brother Makel Marcos, Mary Help of Christians. Sometime later, the number of Legion of Mary started to decrease. Mary Help of Christians, the last senior presidium established, was also the first senior presidium to fold. And as years passed, the numbers continued to drop and more senior presidia folded. A month ago, the senior presidium of Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario was ordered by the senior curia officers to merge its members with the presidium of Queen of Heaven. As of this very moment, the Queen of Heaven, the mother of all presidia, is now all alone. Even in her presidium, her population is dwindling. Being the mother, she strives and perseveres, but she needs help. She wants her children to return. She wants them back. Queen of Heaven, pray for us. This is the family tree of the Legion of Mary here in San Juan Nepomuceno Parish. First is the establishment of Queen of Heaven in 1965 and the establishment of Queen of Apostles in 1986 and of Queen of All Saints in 1991. Then followed by the establishment of Regina Sacratissimi Rosary in 1993 and Mary Tower of David in 1996. Lastly, the establishment of Nuestra Señora del Santo Rosario in October 2005 and Mary Help of Christians in November 2005. This shows the government of the Legion of Mary having the Presidium as the basic unit of government and the Concilium Legionis Mariae as its supreme council. For the history, Vice President is the highest position being held by an SJN legionary. The following are the prominent legionaries who became members of the higher council. Brother Bernardo Matute, Treasurer, Senior Curia Maria Coronata, 1970 to 1973. Sister Marita Reyes, Treasurer, Senior Curia Maria Coronata, 1986 to 1989. Sister Elvira Sanchez, Secretary, Senior Curia Maria Coronata, 1986 to 1989. Brother John Mendoza Valenzuela, Secretary, Pasay Comitium, 1993 to 1996. Brother Leopoldo Alcantara, Secretary, Pasay Comitium, 1996 to 1999. Brother Allen Aberilla held the highest position among SJN legionaries in the Legion of Mary's Higher Council. Brother Alan Aberilla, Vice President, Pasay Comitium, 2002 to 2005. Brother Billy John Medina, Secretary, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2009 to 2012. Brother Arvin Dulba, Vice President, Curia, Mirror of Justice, 2009 to 2012. Brother Anthony Magdaleno, MMSJ, Secretary, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2010 to 2013. Sister Maricel de Luna, Vice President, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2011 to 2014. Sister Cheryl Mortega, Treasurer, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2015 to 2018. Sister Dina Mendoza, Treasurer, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2024 to 2027. Brother Clemente Tendoy Jr., Secretary, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2025 to 2028. Sister Josefina de los Reyes, President, Curia Mirror of Justice, 2025 to 2028. This is the brief history of the Legion of Mary here in San Juan Nepomuceno Parish. Happy 60th Founding Anniversary, Legion of Mary! Thanks to the following legionaries who gave their time to us to gather the pieces of history of the Legion of Mary. For more detailed information about the history of how the Legion of Mary started here in San Juan Nepomuceno Parish, you may read the article on compiled history entitled The History of the Legion of Mary in San Juan Nepomuceno Parish, written by Brother Billy John Medina. Thank you very much. Let me say, once a legionary, always a legionary.